Cancer, this is your reading for 2019 and I wish you a happy new year and a happy Christmas that is coming. I'm taping these quite early so you know what's going to happen, hopefully, what kind of energies are hanging around in 2019. I would suggest load down this video and compare it to the monthly readings when they come out. Forewarned is forearmed. I have 6 tarot cards on top and the clarifying cards are 6 cards, one on each card for each month from the Lenormand. I've got the angel card and a color card, and I've got the rune stones or the rune tarot for each half of the year. I've done this one in Dutch as well, because I'm so happy and thankful and grateful for the following and people becoming members free of charge and sharing and liking my videos. I hope you will like this one as well. You can always join me by switching on to the little button here, becoming a member, and switching on the little bell next to it to get notified. If you don't want to be notified, then don't hit the bell. But being a member, you can always find me back much easier than scouting through Google or YouTube. You can also find me on Facebook, on Buddy Advice, and here, and please share and like. And you can also follow the links that are around the middle of the screen, just about there. Sorry, I'm using another camera instead of my camera on my laptop, so you can see the whole spread. And like I said, I've got an angel card and a color card. In January you have the 5 of Pentacles, and you are protected by the universe and the angels, because your family is standing by a church window. Usually they're outside, but I have the feeling this is more inside, and the sun is shining through the window. This card depicts that you might be beholden to somebody, or somebody else is beholden to you and getting your help, or you might be getting help from somebody else. The clarification card is the Star. This is one of the most beautiful cards in the deck of Lenormand, because it depicts a wish. A wish of yours is coming true. Perhaps you are your wish is, I don't want to be independent anymore, and it's coming true in January, as the 5 of Pentacles means depending, or you are giving care to somebody else, and it means Pentacles means work, hobbies, and something of long duration. Perhaps your wish is, I don't want to care for somebody anymore, I just wish that somebody and that person would take care of themselves. Perhaps that is your wish, and your wish will be granted around January, February, because in February you've got the Queen of Pentacles. Perhaps you've got that job that you wished for, and you are getting paid a nice salary. This person, the Queen of Pentacles, also represents birth, nurturing, new beginnings, Mother Earth, like the Empress. So perhaps you find out that you are pregnant in February, if that was your wish, in January. This lady has a good, rich abundance of a life. As you can see, the peacock around her and the luscious drapes that she wears. She knows how to handle money, and she knows how to take care of herself and the people she loves. She's a good mother, and this is also confirmed with the house. The house in the Lenormand means that is your safe haven, your safe place. You've closed the door to the world, but you've left the gate open. So this will suggest, you know, be open to people coming around and to people around you. Don't shut yourself off by working too hard. Money isn't everything. In March we have the Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands might be you, because your actions might be, or your talents might be, creativity, taking action, working hard, and being logical and going for what you want, because those are the talents or the description that fits the Queen of Fire or the Queen of Wands. She is a person that knows what she wants and she goes for it, and sometimes she can be too obsessed with what she wants. But if it is you, then you are going into action with creativity and know what you want and you go for it. And your luck is on your side, as the bear is the symbol of luck, and the bear also protects his home, and since it's next to the house, the bear is protecting the home. There might be some people that might be jealous of you, because the bear also means that people can be jealous around you. You might get help from an institution, somebody that might be a Sagittarius, an Aries or a Leo, might work in an institution, a school or a hospital or a government agency, and they will give you advice and help you to get where you want to go. In April, something is taken away from you by somebody that's left in a haste, or you have left something in a haste and left something behind. This card, the Seven of Swords, is somebody is leaving in a haste. Perhaps you've lost something, or something is stolen from you. Don't worry, because I think you'll get it back, because you have the bunch of flowers from Lenormand, and that means a gift and good luck. In May we have the King of Wands, or the King of Fire. He has reached his position. So if you started something in March as the Queen, you've learned a lot in a couple of months and you've become the King. And you know what you want, you know how to delegate, you know that you've reached the point of being a good advisor through your experience and wisdom. As we have the lilies, and they are in front, behind the lilies you see the church window, so you have been helped and protected with good advice, because the lilies means that you can get advice or have advice from a mature person, and it's usually got to do with business. If you do not have your own business, then you might have had some advice for your hobby or for your work. Perhaps you've reached this stage. It could also be a person that is a fire sign that gives you the advice, but it could also be that you've reached the stage of the King and you don't know what to do next. So the advice is, well, what would you like to do now? Okay, you want to be you're a brickie and you want to become a chippy, or you are a cashier and you would like to be a manageress of the shop. Then he would advise you, well, think logically, what can you do, go and get information, blah blah blah. So in May there will be a decision made, hopefully, and good advice given. And you're still dreaming in June, because we have the Seven of Cups. You know, you can dream. Life is much better if you do have goals and dreams, and so long they stay logical, like the King of Fire in May. Make something realistic enough so you can fulfill each cup: love, work, wisdom, money, etc., etc. Your dreaminess or your fantasy might take a run with you, and you might even have a quarrel with the person that gave you the advice. That is a fire sign: Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. So this is the whip and the I forgot the name of this thing now, but it's the whip and the brush that you smack with, the cane. So if you don't want a fight with somebody that's a fire sign, then try to be realistic in your wishes and your goals. In August we have the moon for you, and the moon means that listen to your intuition and follow the path that's the best for you, because the moon always shines on a path. So the light, and there is light at the end of the tunnel with this card. Listen to your intuition, follow the path, and where you can see the light. So if you've got the information in June, July, this is also in your month, Cancer, so your intuition might be stronger and you might gather more information, and so you'll be able to see the light, and this will stand you in good stead health wise, money wise, and freedom wise, because the tree stands for health and family tree, and I believe that it also stands for money because it's green. And usually in the Lenormand, if the tree is next to anything else with trees, then your wish will come true. And it's actually, I forgot to say this in the Dutch, but you've got a lot of trees lying here in February, and it's quite close, so your wish might even come true in July if you have a wish. Perhaps your health will, you don't know something about your health wise, so listen to your intuition. If you don't feel well, go to the doctor, and you'll get clarification, because the moon is also like the sun. It illuminates something, so it will bring something up to the surface and show. So if you're feeling tired, go to the doctor and find out why you're tired. And you see also little red robins and in the tree, and to me that is the holy bird, because the story is there was a bird that landed on Jesus' shoulder, and a drop of blood from the thorned crown dropped on the chest of the bird, and now he's known as the robin, and that's my good luck bird. I love the robin. I think it's the best bird in the world. So luck is on your side, and take care of yourself and listen to your intuition or your gut feeling. In August you are trying to balance something, perhaps your finances, or you're trying to balance your work and your hobbies, or your work and your family. Perhaps your family wants you to go on holiday, and this is the second time round that I'm reading this, and now I'm seeing more things, but you see a ship in the background just there, so perhaps they want you to go on holiday and you can't, and you've got to find the balance. How can I go on holiday? When can I go on holiday? Try to be the wise old woman. Well, she's not old in this card, but she's also lying next to the tree. So it might be a mother that is looking at your health, and asking you, do you want to go on holiday? Because I think you need some rest, and you need to take some care of yourself to get you back into balance. Or it might be yourself, because this card is the woman's talents or gifts, or a person's card, and that is you. Perhaps you are looking at your health. Like I said, go to the doctor if you are doubtful. And feel, a woman should feel sexually attractive, sensual. She's caring, the good mother, and loving. And perhaps you are looking at how can I balance my love life and my work life. Perhaps your boyfriend wants to go on holiday and you don't know how you can do that because you didn't put the dates in soon enough, because everybody goes on holiday in August. But apparently you have done something, because in September you get news about a financial situation or a job or a hobby, because this is the Page of Pentacles, and it might come from a young person and he's yet to learn how to he has to mature himself with regard to his finances and his work. So perhaps you've applied for a job and you're receiving news about a job interview, and you might be very passionate about your job, and that's what they like about you. So they are asking you, would you like to work for us? Come in for a job interview and we'll see. And I think it's positive news. Anything that is positive, like the heart, love, is good news. So I think you might get good news about love or about a passion of yours, because the page is news, and it might be that you might be getting a job, or you might get a promotion at work, or you might start a new study that is a passion. In September, after all, a lot of schools and universities and colleges start again after the summer break. In October you have the Star, and a wish is coming true. So you've got 2 wish cards here in this year, and they are coming true. Your boat is coming in. That means that abundance will come towards you or at you in October. Perhaps you might be going on holiday, as this is an airship, and the airship is above the clouds, so you've got no more money problems, because you heard good news about your finances in September, and you love to go on holiday, as this is lying next to the heart, and you might be traveling by air. And because you are above the clouds, your problems seem minuscule. They're not such big issues anymore. In November we have the 2 of Wands. You will have a new opportunity or a choice, and that you have to make, or a decision between 2 opportunities. It doesn't matter which path you take. It is not important where you begin or end. It is what you learn whilst you are walking the path, or whilst you are on your journey. The clarification card for the 2 of Staves is the Coffin. You are leaving an old phase, an old job, an old love for something new. Perhaps your relationship is going up to the next level. Perhaps you're getting married, perhaps you're moving in together. You're starting a new phase. And in December you have the Ace of Cups. That means that it could be a love offer or a proposal, or it could be a fantastic job offer. To clarify this, I don't know which one it is, because it is a general reading, but follow your path and follow your gut feeling and your intuition, as you have the Moon. Perhaps you doubt the offer, perhaps you doubt the proposal, but if you do love this person and you feel that this person loves you, then your feeling is right. If it sounds too good to be true, don't do it and listen to your gut feeling. You are old and wise enough, everybody above 18, to follow your feelings. In the first half of the year we have the death, and you've got the death in November, but you've also got the death in in the first half of the month. So so that's from January to June. You have the opportunity for a new beginning and leaving an old phase behind and going on to a new one. It is number 13, and number 13 in the I Ching means fellowship and friendship. So you might be getting a lot of new friends, and some of them might be leaving, like in April. The spiritual message for the stone, not death, is release, transformation, liberation and freedom. And that I can see that quite often. You're daydreaming, but you're in January. You are already going into a new phase, a new job, releasing old stuff, old habits, and also, if this isn't you, you are also leaving something behind, perhaps not on good terms in April. So you have got a few new beginnings, and if your wish is a new beginning, that's coming as well, and the Queen of Pentacles, and go for it, because the Queen of Pentacles means rebirth, birth, new beginnings, nurturing, etc., etc. Release, transformation, liberation and freedom. That is what death means. Death must be proceed rebirth. The mirror, the stone in other words, reveals major life changes, usually with regards to work, relationships and geography. Are the reasons for the current changes the same old tapes playing, or are you really moving in a new direction? The choice is yours. You've got the choice card here in November, different paths. You've got the balance in August, and you've got a wish card there, a wish card there. That's October and January. You've got the Ace of Cups in December. So there's a lot of new beginnings besides number 13. Then we have number 20 for the second half of the year, and that is Judgment, I think. Yes, Judgment. And this is shown with the figure of the I Ching, the black and white, but they've just left it white there because the stones are, perhaps you can see it like that. And that's why it's funny, because I just realized now I said 13 in the I Ching is a fellowship, so you will be having new friends around you, and definitely you are trying to balance here, because I think the I Ching also represents balance, black and white, yes and no, and it's number 20, and that turns down to 2, and you've got 2 2s here, one there in November and one in August. So you know, the second half of the year is enlightened with the Judgment and balance. The Judgment means karma, redirection, futurist and seer. The sum total of your life's experiences have drawn your current situation to you. You may feel blocked or oppressed. This stone reminds you that through life's difficulties you are afforded your greatest opportunities for growth. You are not leaving the classroom before completing the course, are you? So in other words, you're not going to give up now. Make that decision. Find the balance, because there are new beginnings, and you don't stop learning until the end of your life. Every day you learn something. Use it wisely. Then your color card is scarlet, and I've translated the color because it's scarlaken and it is a Dutch, but it's a fiery red, and you've got a lot of fire energy here, so go for it, Cancer. Don't give up. You're a magnet to success. That is what it means, and it's card number 7. So you know, you've got good luck on your side. Also with the star, the lilies, the bunch of flowers, and you've got 2 stars. So I think the balance is quite inevitable here. And you know, in the first half of the year you've got the star, the bunch of flowers and the lilies. So you'll most probably have more luck in the first half of the year if I look at it, but it also depends on your reaction. And in October you've got 2 cards of a wish coming true and abundance coming through. Love the month before, so stay with it, and December is going to be emotionally fantastic, a new beginning. And the angel card is blessings. Remember, if you are stuck with something, count your blessings, ask for help from the angels and the universe. I love you all. Thank you very much for being here, and I hope you have a magnificent Christmas and a fantastic New Year's Eve. Take care and see you here in January. Ciao.